Hello Libra and welcome to my channel Green Line Goddess Tarot. This is your monthly reading for August, and big month August. We start off with double full moon. So we don't start off with a double full moon. There are two full moons. So there's one at the start of August in Aquarius, a full moon in Aquarius, and then there is a full moon on the 31st in the sign of Pisces. So yes, we actually, interestingly, I got the message to start off the month, the reading with this card, to reflect upon this card, which is kind of interesting. It's called Reflection. We can see the moon there and the light of the silvery moon over the water. And the boat is just pretty calm. Everything's pretty calm and still. So I think that really there is a sense with this, with that we're moving into a month where there's two full moons, that a lot is going to be reflected back to us. We're going into intuitive portals. We're going to perhaps be working a lot more with this full moon energy, with our intuition, with our feelings, with the changing of the tides. But this beautiful stillness at night gives me a sense that, yeah, there's an opportunity to really reflect on some of the things that are being illuminated to you, especially in your dreams, especially in those quiet times. So yes, I think that that's a really important energy to come through for you. We do move into Mercury retrograde. Pretty much we move into Virgo season. So move from Leo season into Virgo season in August. And we pretty much, as soon as we hit Virgo season, we pretty much just go straight into Mercury retrograde in the sign of Virgo. And Mercury does rule Virgo. So that's actually a pretty positive energy, really. But again, the retrograde energy by the end of August, Uranus, the planet of change, has also, and higher consciousness, has also gone into retrograde. So it creates this kind of quieter space for going inwards. And that's going to be around for a little bit. So this is the start of it. This is the start of the journey, and they're just wanting to kind of acknowledge that there's going to be more of the divine feminine that we'll be working with here. And they're really bringing that up for you because the South Node is in your sign, because there's this ever-changing kind of landscape that's occurring within you with the South Node in your sign, because it's really becoming aware of what it is that you no longer need as part of who you are, your makeup, your structure, your energy, your emotions, your relationships, patterns around that. What are you letting go of? What do you no longer need? And so it's this kind of, what they're showing me is it's like a refinement. It really is. It's like finding the diamond within. It's like we're getting, when you find something in the sand and you have to brush all the sand off to see what it is. That's what it feels like. It's like you're brushing all the sand off, and that's what this is, to find the diamond within, the jewel within, the gifts within. And that's what, and it's kind of this process of refinement. And so that's where this reflection, what's being reflected back to you, can really be useful to you. You can really use that in a positive way, Libra. So let's see what else is coming in for you. What is... Yes, wow. Okay. So we have transformation. This is the Death card. It is the card of transformation, transition, and liberation. I love that. Like this beautiful cicada that grows out of its shell, and it gets new life. It's new skin, a new version of it, a little bit like discarding. It's discarded the old shell, which was kind of that energy of refinement, of discarding, culling, releasing that old energy. And then you're this beautiful green cicada, which represents new life, new vitality. So yes, there is this sense that overall you're going through this longer period of transition, but ultimately it's going to liberate you and free you. So some big themes around birth, death, rebirth, some big changes with the Death card coming in. But yeah, definitely some beautiful, quiet reflection on what is transforming in your life could be really, really positive here. So let's see, speaking of change, let's see what energies are shifting and changing for you. And that's just what I keep getting. It's almost like it's hard to to kind of put your finger on it, because if you try to say this is constantly shifting and changing, like the moon's reflection on the water, it's just this shimmery, shiny thing that is constantly like it's constantly shifting and changing. It's hard to say this is what it is. And so that's where I get this kind of changing landscape. but not in a bad way. So what have we got? Cup 9, Moon, Pisces. Again, the moon's coming out. So a lot of moon energy. And the moon in Pisces is a very highly intuitive moon. So when the moon Pisces come out, this is where you're feeling, you might be really, really sensitive, even psychic, feeling more sensitive and psychic, or that you just really understand other people's feelings more. It might just be you're more open to what's going on between you and somebody else. You could walk into the room and suddenly, I feel how that person's feeling. And so you can be like an emotional sponge in a way, and a psychic sponge. And the Pisces energy is very much one of oneness, but it can also be escapism as well, like wanting to escape reality and go into the fantasy or illusion realms. That can be the other side of it as well. So, but ultimately what this moon Pisces, the cup 9 is about fulfillment, about stepping into deep fulfillment. And again, that energy feels like it's not like there's one thing that you know exactly what that's going to be. It's going to be this ever-shifting kind of landscape, a bit like the reflection of the moon on the water. It's shimmery and shiny, and just when you think that you've worked out what that is, it might just shift and change into something new. So it really feels like you're working with a lot of to spend a bit of time, like I said, reflecting on what this energy is, because it's hard to kind of put a finger on it and to define it in a way. But it can lead to this beautiful transformation. So Libra, feels like some big, deep, transformational soul evolutionary energies around for you with the South Node in your sign. And this is going to be around for the next 18 months. But for whatever reason, you're getting a lot of information about it now. So the Knight of Pentacles, because the Aquarius full moon is actually, interestingly, like another air sign, so potentially you are receiving a lot of insight from that. And like I said, there is a full moon in Pisces at the end of the month. So it feels like you start with one moon, there's transformation, and then you go to another moon. So it's kind of saying that's the cycle of August. We start with the moon in Aquarius, the full moon in Aquarius, you're going through transformational cycles in August, and then it ends with the full moon in Pisces. So it feels almost like it's being topped and tailed by the moons. So the story begins with this full moon at the start of the month. So the Knight of Pentacles is saying the energy is wanting to ground down but move very, very slowly, and potentially thinking about your longer term future. That's an important thing. What can you trust with all this energy around as well with this Knight of Pentacles? Because it's so shimmery and shiny, the Knight of Pentacles is going, I just want to let this sort of really settle into my life and see something tangible here with this. So Libra, I just wanted to let you know that this reading is for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising, always, and Venus as well. I always recommend to watch all 3 or 4 of your placements if you know where they are. They'll all bring up different things, resonate differently. It's quite fascinating to see how that works. And this is a general reading. Libra, just take what feels right, leave the rest. Really trust your intuition. I think your intuition's going to be really strong here. You're going to be working with it strongly. And it's a general reading, Libra. If it does really resonate and you'd like to explore it further, there is an extended reading, and the link for that is in the description box below. And the extended reading is being hosted through my Patreon channel at this moment in time. So you might want to check out the other premium content that is around. So let's get some beautiful Libra energy into this spread, into this card. And the spreads, usually I would have pulled more cards by now, but they're going really slow. And I think it is all this kind of this sense of things slowing down and going more inward, and that retrograde emotion that's coming through. So, the way the cards come out as well is significant to the readings for me. So let's see. Let's get some beautiful Libra energy into the deck. Okay, that feels right now. Okay, we have the Hierophant in your conscious mind. Okay, It almost feels a little bit like the soul is speaking directly to you with that. The Page of Pentacles, yeah, there are new tangible things on offer here. Here comes the element of earth. This is you starting up something new. Yeah, taking some time out to think. A lot of patience, very patient energy. This is hopes and fears not being patient. So you could get frustrated. Either the moon, of course, we've got the moon as an outcome. These moons are going to be, yes, wow, okay, super, super significant for you, Libra. And we have the King of Pentacles. Wow, okay. So I think there's a lot of the reflection has a lot to do with work and career or money in your life, like the material realm. What is it that you really want? Especially, potentially around the home, your home or living situation. And, so I feel like, but investments of time, effort, energy, and money is going to be important here. So we have as a situation the Knight of Pentacles. So we kind of talked a little bit about the Knight of Pentacles. It's very slow moving energy. It's an energy of wanting to find something reliable, to move forward in the earthly realm, and to be making some decisions that are better for your long-term future, that are quality, good quality kind of moves forward that you can trust. So it may be that you're looking for a person that you can really trust and, want to put your trust into and rely upon. So this could be looking for full-time work or something a little bit more solid within a relationship or a situation. So it is crossed by the Seven of Wands. So it's almost like you're wanting to get yourself into a better position, but it's slow moving and it's kind of not something you can immediately step into here. It's like it's going to require a lot of this unfolding kind of vision, this unfolding story. So it's almost like you can't jump in until more players and more parts of the story have played out. So it is a lot to do with the timing. They're saying a lot that this is because we're like Virgo is the season before you. That is often the quietest time of the year, the month just before your birthday or the season just before your birthday season, before Libra season. So use that time well to go inwards and do this reflection, this inner work. In your conscious mind, we've got the Hierophant. So this is like soul energy for me often. And if this is coming into your conscious mind with all these moons around, major soul consciousness coming into your world, really connecting into that soul, those soul messages. And the Hierophant is about commitments, and it's about responsibility and what you want to commit to, who you want to commit to. So you're potentially thinking a lot about that. This can be the card of marriage. It can be the card of religion. It can be the card of an institution, the card of philosophy. So it can be all sorts of things, but ultimately it's about what's going on in your higher mind, how you make order and sense of things, and also, something that just feels like you want to commit to that in some way. So it is about, I think, major transformation of commitments, what brings you fulfillment. They're things, especially on the earthly realm, that you want some tangible results. So we have at the base the Page of Pentacles, and this is very much what's happening deep down inside of you. And there's something new because we have in the recent past the Seven of Pentacles. It's like you've been contemplating this seed, a shift in a direction. Perhaps you're looking for a new direction in terms of your work, your living, your health situation, or something within a relationship. Are your needs being met? Do you feel safe and secure? Are you happy where you're living? Are you getting your physical needs met within a relationship? So it's can you trust the person? So it's almost felt like you have been this is the card of patiently kind of thinking about. George, my rooster, is agreeing. Shifting a direction with something, tangibly shifting a direction with something in your world and putting your effort elsewhere. And so this is you going, well, this is the new thing that I want to start up, that I'm thinking I want to put my investment of time, effort, energy, or money elsewhere. And so it's just there bubbling away, getting the messages with the pages about what this could be. So, and in the near future, I think this is where you take those first steps. The new path comes in and a new direction starts up. And it's like just taking that initial first steps into it, activating it. It feels really good after this very thoughtful consideration, or that it's kind of of been taken a while, perhaps longer than you think. So you're presenting as the Hanged Man, which kind of feels like there could be stagnation around. There could be something in you that's feeling a bit stagnant, but the way you can work with, or there could be delays with something. Like I said, it's very slow moving energy I'm feeling here. But the Hanged Man has the gift of time to be able to pause and reflect and see something from a different perspective or from someone else's perspective. And that can be enlightening as well. So there could be some really amazing new perspectives that are awakening within you. Energy surrounding you is the Temperance card. This is the card of patience. You're dipping your toe in. New paths are opening up for you. Things are shifting and changing form. And things that previously, elements in your life, it's kind of the elements in your life are starting to work in a different way, perhaps, or ready to work in a different way. So for the meantime, the Temperance energy can mean a focus on health, or the health of your career, the health of your relationship, the health of healthy boundaries, perhaps. But it feels like health is something that you could really focus on. We have hopes and fears, the Knight of Swords. Now, this is the fastest moving energy. This is things moving really quickly, and especially in the element of air. So it might be that you're wanting things to come in faster, or maybe you're happy with the pace. It's all about the pacing and the timing with this. Is this a hope or a fear? It really depends. But the Knight of Swords is very determined. So I feel this sense of slow determination that's coming through with this. And we have as the outcome the moon. Yes, we do end up with the moon in Pisces, and this is the major arcana for Pisces. So that Pisces moon, I think, is going to be really, really significant for you on the 31st. It's going to feel like, because it's next to the Ace of Wands, which is a new beginning, a new spark, now I know what I want, something new's come in that I really, really want, what I really desire. It's a new energy, a new motivation. So it's almost like this story is like this big inner story that's going on here. And by the end of that moon in Pisces, it's like, I know what I want now. There's a completion of the energy, and this new thing, beautiful Ace of Wands, this new cycle activates. So you might even be seeing the new thing that you've been looking for in your ether, in your world. So we have as the overall energy, the King of Pentacles. Now, this is often the card of money, success, business, starting your own business, your work, your career. Within relationships, it's about getting your physical needs met. There could be someone around, so this could be a boss or a client or a funding body or a bank or some sort, but it's kind of like you know what you want now. And so now it's like, okay, by the end of the month, there's this sense of, yeah, I've landed on something, something's become really clear, whereas it kind of felt like, I'm not sure what's fulfilling what I really want here. A lot of uncertainty, or, not necessarily uncertainty, just trying to kind of see what the picture is, what's going on here. Something really clear comes in by the end, which is really fantastic. So let's pull an affirmation card for you, Libra, and see what's coming in with this. We have, I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations. George has got a lot to say in your reading. I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations. It is my mind that creates my experiences. I am unlimited in my own ability to create the good in my life. So there is that sense of, I feel like there's going to be a lot of things from the external world coming to you, and it's really important for you to sit inside of yourself and work out what's going on inside your mind. What are your fears? What are your limitations? And what do you want to go beyond, and what's somebody else's? And that's part of what this Pisces energy is sometimes it's hard to work out what's yours and what's somebody else's. And that's where the Temperance energy is saying, just have patience, bring in some healthy boundaries. Things are shifting and changing form. So how things look at the start of the month are going to be very different to how they appear at the end of the month. So, yeah, or people. So what do we have? We have the angels coming out praying. Your prayers are being answered. Your prayers are being heard here. And if this is really lovely, the angels are around listening to you, your guides and angels. So it may be with that Ace of Wands, it might feel a little bit like it feels like my prayers have been heard, my prayers have been answered with this energy. So, yeah, beautiful energy coming through for you, Libra. So I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now and see what's happening. You know, we see this amazing thing that comes in, getting the fire, the passion, the I know what I want now. Something's new is activating here with the Ace of Wands, maybe a new goal, getting really motivated. And where is it all going? We're going to look into the near future, the future beyond, what energy is coming in around that, because it really feels like there's something significant around that moon in Pisces that's coming so strongly. And so where are we moving on from there? And we're going to ask for where the energy is. It kind of feels like this beautiful, slow expansion. That's why I kind of like, where is it expanding to after this? And the best way to work with the energy, any further clarity that you might need. Sometimes when the moon comes in, it makes things a little bit harder to see the clarity as well. So it might be good to pull some clarifiers. And so that's all in the extended reading. Libra, love it if you come over. The link is in the description box below. And like I said, my Patreon channel is hosting the extendeds. And you might like to check out the other premium content while you're there. And please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments and take care.